Hi, my name's Kristen Carlisle Mackenzie and I oversee the property management department here at Biggin Scott in Richmond. Today I welcome David from Esteem Plumbing, an Esteem group, and David's here to answer a few simple questions in relation to carbon monoxide. We all have heard about carbon monoxide. We know, that it can be quite scary, but there are some of us out there, or some people out there, that have no idea.
Yep.
First of all, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming in. Can you tell our clients what is carbon monoxide and why is it so bad?
Yeah, it certainly can. So carbon monoxide is a colourless and odourless gas. As I just said, you won't be able to smell it or notice it. It's actually called the silent killer. So it is fairly involved. You need to make sure you do maintain your appliances and make sure that everything's safe for the homeowner or tenant.
And you're not going to see it, you're not going to smell it. It's just going to be there. So if you're not testing your appliances regularly, it could be there without you even knowing it. And there are stories I've heard on the news of people, even young children that have been, they've been in a room that's been closed. I don't know what is it normally a closed room?
Well, look, it generally is. It's generally when it's a closed environment. Obviously, the more air and space around you, the less chance. But at the end of the day, if carbon monoxide isn't getting out of the unit the way it should, so ducted heater for argument's sake, if it's not venting externally or through a flue out to atmosphere, it can come inside the home, and this is where it becomes dangerous. And this is why you've got to test them.
So if your unit's outside, it's not going to be much of a problem because it's going to dilute into the air. Is that right?
If it's functioning properly, it is to dilute into the air. But if it's not functioning properly, that's when you'll get carbon monoxide, even from an external unit, will definitely still come through ductwork into the home itself.
Oh, right.
So that's a good question, because a lot of people say, it's outside, so it's not going to bother me.
Yeah.
But not true. It's the flue's outside, so if it's functioning properly, the gas will just go to atmosphere externally.
Yeah.
But if it isn't working the way it should, you do run the risk of the carbon monoxide coming back inside the home.
Okay.
And if you've got kids asleep and the door's shut, they're screaming all night, so you shut the door. And,
as we do.
Yeah, exactly. That's when it can become an issue. So it is very important to get things tested and looked after.
Yeah, and we all think we know. I mean, you've just reminded me. I've been living in my property for over 3 years, and I've had nothing tested. Yep. I must get you over to do that,
100%.
guys. But if everything's working okay and, there's nothing's broken down, you just think, well, I'm not going to spend the money. But who's to say that, I don't have a leak of carbon monoxide in my house? And,
exactly right. I mean, Energy Safe Victoria recommend that gas appliances are serviced and tested every 2 years. And they do a great job each year of advertising on the radio, on news, on TV and whatnot, to make it a friendly reminder. But just one of those things, if you've got gas heating more so than anything else, that you just got to make sure you do get it tested and looked after.
And guys, we as property investors, as property owners, we want to. You're one of our clients. You're an investor. You're a landlord. We obviously want to. The point of owning a property is to make money on it. So we want to spend as little as possible on it. But if you don't maintain your property, the worst can happen. A tenant can die, your property can burn down, your property can flood if you're not maintaining it on a regular basis. So if nothing else, use this as a reminder to get these things checked, get 100%. Your gutters checked, get your carbon monoxide tested, make sure your smoke detectors work. All of this risk management stuff is what I'm trying to get across in these videos. We've spoken about landlord's insurance, that's risk management. Carbon monoxide. There's just so many things that as a landlord you should be doing, and we're just obviously wanting to make everyone aware of that.
Definitely.
So with Esteem Plumbing, what Biggin and Scott are going to be doing is letting all of our clients know that over the next couple of months they are offering a service to check gas appliances. How often do we do that? Every 2 years?
So as I say, Energy Safe Victoria recommended every 2 years.
Yep.
If we took again, I'll talk about a ducted heater, for example. The way we'd go about testing a ducted heater would be we'd run it for 20 minutes. We'd set up our digital carbon monoxide meter in the room, not too far from one of the ducts, and that would give us a reading. It'd either be 0 reading, which means it's passed, and if the heater has passed the test, then fantastic, we'll go and complete just a general service to make sure everything's running the way it should. If the heater is to fail and we get a reading of carbon monoxide, we'd then shut the unit down and go back to our
on the spot.
Yeah, they're on the spot. It is a serious issue, so we we don't, you don't leave it open for any problems in the future.
That's it, yeah.
We shut it down, call the client and say, this is what we need to do going forward to rectify it or get it sorted out.
And it is all gas appliances. Obviously, heaters are probably the main thing, and that's part of the reason why we're doing this now. If we did this in May or June and we were shutting down, possibly shutting down any heaters, that's going to cause a lot of problems. So we have kind of done this strategically, but obviously at any time it can be done and should be done.
Definitely.
But biannually, this is a service that will be provided by Esteem.
Exactly.
Anything else I needed to cover? Was there anything else that you wanted to get across? I think we've.
No, look, I think
pretty basic.
Yeah, it is pretty basic. Just if people are getting any symptoms from carbon monoxide, the ones I'll be looking at for is dizziness, nausea, few headaches, things like that. So if any owners, tenants are getting those feelings after sitting down the TV with the heater going all night, it's probably not a bad thing to wake up the next day and hopefully wake up the next day. And
don't ignore them. If
exactly
people are complaining of this sort of thing, do not ignore it as a risk management point of view and as an agency to our clients' point of view. Do not ignore any signs of
small
cost
like for a bit of peace of mind.
Absolutely. So we will be in touch. David from Esteem, if you've got particular questions, anything you need to know, David's details will be on the screen. More than happy to help you guys or your property manager, or you can contact myself. I'm happy to help as well. David, thank you so much for coming in and taking your time, and happy investing, guys.